On this paisley painted school bus, pranksters' pupils wide open like black-eyed Susans. Wild and light and lysergic ministers, mind manifesting myopic students, and whoo, how they ride. And are you experienced or are you experienced? Peering, experiencing, bear dancing, enhance a trance. Cave-dwelling painters drew from the same spirit as your chimera chemical experimental ants, and it came to us from out of the earth. From 30,000 years before the falling of Rome. And awestruck and open-eyed, we stare at what awestruck and open-eyed they drew upon the walls. How could they have known that nothing comes from nowhere? Everything goes somewhere. Dollar casts a magic spell. Hatred is a prison cell. Somewhere on this road trip, from dropping out to making bank, freedom runs out of gas and obligation fills the tank. Make sure everybody knows just exactly who to thank. And the situation rankles cause his BO is kind of rank, and he's got that self-satisfied sneer of somebody who thinks he's got it made, and he's the guy we're going to when it's time for getting paid. And then entitlement takes our wages and turns it into stuff. And the more we get, the more it's clear we'll never get enough. And it's made out of thin air, with the full faith and backing of the Fed. Desperate and dignified, we buy as desperate and dignified our souls, and nature starve and die. How come they're not fed? And nothing comes from nowhere. Everything goes somewhere. Dollar casts a magic spell. Hatred is a prison cell. Somewhere on this road trip, from commerce to war, love gets off the bus and hatred climbs aboard and promptly scalps the driver with his sacramental sword. And the passengers get nervous and they clutch their precious hoards, and they plug their ears and fix their eyes on tiny little screens. Manage to forget about the bleeding driver's screams, and it came out of the blue on that clear September morn. Helpless and holding hands, we watched as helpless and holding hands they jumped into the smoke. How come we weren't warned? And nothing comes from nowhere. Everything goes somewhere. Dollar casts a magic spell. Hatred is a prison cell. No water, food, nor language on this hot Moroccan bus. Our Anglo asses are suffering our way through Ramadan. You know, Bush the First was just done declaring victory in Iraq. Somebody had stolen my camera from my pack, and we're on this bus is way out from town, and it makes this unexpected stop. It's getting dark. Getting nervous. We don't like this in the least. You know, all the other passengers are slowly getting off the bus, and then this tiny little lady comes back on board and beckons us to join in with that feast out on the side of the road. There's harira bread and couscous in the cool setting of the sun, and water is the most delicious thing you'll ever drink when it's laced with love, and there's enough for each and every one, and nothing comes from nowhere. Everything goes somewhere. Dollar casts a magic spell. Hatred is a prison cell.